Alabama lawmakers have approved a bill that would allow the death penalty for certain violent crimes against children. The measure now heads to Governor Kay Ivey's desk for her signature. But many have asked, what about people already convicted and serving time? Could they face this new punishment? We verify. The Alabama Senate passed House Bill 41, which would make rape and sodomy of a child under age 12 punishable by death. The bill now heads to Governor Kay Ivey, who has already expressed strong support for the legislation. But many are asking, can this new punishment be applied to people already convicted and serving time in Alabama prisons? Let's verify. Our sources are the U.S. Constitution, the Cornell Legal Information Institute, and the Congressional Research Service Constitution. Here's what we found. The U.S. Constitution has a specific protection against this. Article 1, Section 10 says no state can pass what's called an ex post facto law. In other words, if someone has already been convicted and sentenced, the government cannot go back and increase that punishment later. Back in 1798, the Supreme Court laid out the rules in a case called Calder versus Bull. One important takeaway, punishments can't be increased after a crime has been committed. The Constitution annotated states that in ex post facto cases, the relevant point in time is when the offense was committed, not when someone is sentenced. This means the law that applies is the one in effect at the time the crime was committed. So if someone was convicted at a time where the maximum sentence was life in prison, they cannot later be resentenced to death just because a new law passes with harsher penalties. What the new Alabama law can do is apply to crimes committed after the law takes effect once Governor Ivey signs it. The constitutional protection applies no matter how serious the crime. So we can verify that no, Alabama's new death penalty bill cannot be applied retroactively to people already convicted and serving time. Whether it's a minor offense or a serious felony, the rule is the same. If you have something you want us to verify, text us at 256-382-2692.